guys, Irit here with a new art journaling process video, and this one I have to say is not one of my favorites, but I thought I would share this with you, and yeah, just so you can see what happened here. So I'm starting with these fun Derwent Graphitint pencils, and these are water soluble and they're really lovely. The color palette is quite muted. They're all on the, grayish side, and yeah, they're just nice to sketch with. So sorry about my head. I guess when I'm sketching I have to fall a little bit on the journal. So this is super simple. I just find it so much more freeing to paint and sketch in a journal, and I am in love with watercolors and everything in that area, including gouache, which is what I'm going to use today. And I have piles and piles of drawings and sketches on papers that are in a box, and once I got this Jane Davenport journal that has lovely watercolor paper in it, I really started doing these more in the journal, and I love that. It's just so nice to have everything in one place and not just a bunch of papers. Even though I hope to bind them all in one way or another into my own kind of junk journal or whatever. So this is going to be super simple. I just sketched some weird flowers out of my imagination and circles, and now I'm going to color them with these gouache paints. Some of them are gouache, some are opaque watercolors, meaning that they are marketed as watercolors, but they are kind of opaque. Some of these are marketed as gouache, and some are the Shinhan Pass hybrid paints, which they call hybrid of watercolor and gouache. I talk about this palette in another video on my channel, so you can check that out if you're curious. And yeah, this is not a long video because at some point I just felt there was enough going on the page. It was kind of simple and I didn't want to add anything to it. So I started with these dots or spots or polka dots or whatever. I think it's a fun way to start an art journal spread with some sort of simple pattern and then kind of go from there. It makes for an interesting background and looks kind of whimsical and not so serious as, just a vase of flowers would be in my mind. And yeah, so this was very experimental. I do paint sometimes, often, I guess, flowers or abstract flowers, but I don't do a lot of, the kind of the still life type of art. And this was actually the second page in a row that I painted flowers in a vase, and the other one is even more simple, and it's a little bit bare, I would say. I think I filmed it, so maybe I'll share it also just to show you the different things in my journal. I really feel like there's not a lot of this type of art journaling on YouTube. Maybe I don't know where to look, but I look a lot, so you can point me in the right direction if you understand what I'm talking about. I just feel like there's a lot of amazing watercolor artists on YouTube, and there is great art journalers, but I don't know of a lot of art journaling videos on YouTube that are more on the simple watercolor type media stuff. A lot of the things that seem to be more, I don't know, popular or common are the, let's say, busier art journal pages that are very layered and detailed. And obvious, I'm not saying that, this is better and this is worse or something like that. I just want to share with you that it doesn't have to be a certain way. There are no rules. And if you're starting out with watercolors, you can totally explore your art and creativity in an art journal. Just make sure that you pick the right one. And for me, until I got this one, I didn't have a journal that really made me want to paint with watercolors in it. I have a couple of the Moleskine watercolor journals, meaning that they come with watercolor paper, but in my opinion, it's not as nice as the Jane Davenport one. So I've never really fell in love with them. I kind of used them as swatch books and that type of thing, but I didn't really feel like painting in them. And I am enjoying a lot now also the Dina Wakley journal that has different types of surfaces in it. So some of them are less suitable for watercolor. There's also burlap and canvas in there, and craft that I think watercolor will just won't show on it. But there is some lovely watercolor paper in it. So it's, I think she got it right with her format there for us mixed media type people. I really feel that it's kind of pushing my creativity boundaries, and I'm really enjoying it. And again, this is the Jane Davenport one, the one I'm working here in this video, and it is lovely. If you can get your hands on it, grab it. This is the large one, and the size is 9 by 12 inches, and when it's closed, obviously, and it is just a beautiful journal. I really hope to somehow get my hands on some more. I hope these will be available in Europe soon, because I think I will really just stock up on them. They're so great. Anyway, enough about that. So the process itself is kind of self-explanatory. I am just adding some layers, and I really love playing with watercolors, that watercolor stained look, mixing my own colors and adding layer on layer, and getting all those watermarks. I love that. That makes me happy. And yeah, this will soon be finished because I didn't add a lot to it. I decided to kind of quit while I was ahead. Obviously, you can add lots and lots more. You can add more details. You can come in with pen or whatever, but I just liked this light and airy feel of it. So I hope you enjoyed this process and all my recent art journaling projects. Leave me a comment if you have any questions. I wish you a lovely day. Thanks for watching. Bye.